my name is Heather Hui-Litwin. Welcome to Litigation Help. In this video, we're going to show you how to do a notice of motion. So joining me here today is Heather Douglas. Heather, welcome back.
Hi, thank you.
Great. So you're going to show us draft a notice of motion properly, and I'm going to let you take the computer now.
Yes. So here we have the court form from the website, and you'll notice there are italics again. So those are parts that you're going to fill in yourself. The non-italic portions are what you include in every notice of motion. So here you'll see what it should actually look like. Again, title of proceedings, and we have our court file number on the top, and notice of motion is written here. We have the plaintiff will make a motion to the court on Monday, March 23rd, 2020 at this time, or soon after as the motion can be heard. Then we have the location. And you'll see that we kind of just stole that language right from the court form. And the next section is the proposed method of hearing. Most motions are heard orally, but there are some that you can do in writing. We checked off orally because this one is going to be in person. And then you'll see the next thing is the motion is for. This is the section where you're asking the court for something. So here we want the court to make an order to force the defendant to go to mediation. And then we also want our costs. So if you want your costs, then you have to set that out in your notice of motion.
What do you mean by costs? What does that mean, costs?
Your time in the value of dollars for having to prepare and go to the motion.
Okay.
And we just put this other catch-all at the bottom, but you don't really need to because normally the court looks to what you are explicitly asking for.
Okay.
And the next section is a grounds for the motion. And you'll see, again, we took that right from the court form. So the grounds for the motion are. And you'll put in here, just like it says, is the rules that you're relying on and also the key facts that you're going to be relying on to get the order from the court. So here we put in the rules of civil procedure, and we also put in some key facts that we're relying on. The last thing is the documentary evidence. And here we really just have an affidavit. And sometimes you can write affidavit of Sam Miller, and you can put, sworn on date X. And we put the pleadings and proceedings herein. Right here, you'll put the date of the notice of motion, which will be different than here is the date that the motion will be heard on. This is just the date that you made the notice of motion. And here in this section, you're going to be putting the party that's bringing the motion. So here the plaintiff is bringing the motion, so we have his information first, and then who we're sending it to. So here we're sending it to the law firm, who are the lawyers for the defendant.
Okay, so is that it?
And then, I think that's everything in the notice of motion.
Great. So super. Thanks very much for showing it to us.
Thank you.
And thanks very much for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.